You can do it yourself, Dr. Hadidi?
Yes, yes.
Actually, I'd rather have it written in Arabic, and I'm going to have my cousin write it for you.
Okay.
I love Jordan, but I hate Jordan. I hate the fact that the government will sit there and do what it has to do to appease the West, but yet at the same time, they're really not making the changes needed to be made for the women of this country. They're so worried about keeping their image to the West that I figured I'd hit them where it hurts, their image.
Of course it's propaganda. This book was sent to all the newspapers for free. There was a huge marketing campaign behind it. All the circumstances were perfect at that time. You had September 11th and the evil Arabs who killed 4,000 or more Americans. Then you had this evil Saddam Hussein who had the destructive, non-existent weapons. And what else can you do than to have a book like this in the hands of Westerners to see how evil Arab and Muslim men are? I mean, with all due respect to Miss Khoury, okay, she's only a poet. How can a poet all of a sudden secure a deal with the biggest publishers and have her book translated into 16 languages? Who is she to get all this?
Now, see, I should have did this every year I was in Jordan, and we wouldn't have this problem right now.
All Jordanians were quite upset with the Western focus on Jordan in particular regarding honor crimes. It's as if it only happens in Jordan, as if every single woman is threatened, even if she looks in a different direction, and that's totally not true.
I truly want to ask her why she wrote the book. Because I'm sorry, if she has passion, she can come here and fight, join us. If you have passion, you don't attack Muslims and Arabs. Why did Norma Khoury betray her country? Why did she betray her identity? That's my question to Norma Khoury.
I don't think I betrayed my country. I think my country betrayed itself by sitting there and claiming that they're giving women equal rights in our Constitution and then blatantly, you know, not giving us equal rights in our penal code. No, they're betraying themselves. They're putting out an image to the West and Western society that they're this, you know, modern Islamic democracy when they're not.
Devil's advocate question. If you're a Mal or you're Rana, you've been working very carefully within the system, and suddenly this book comes out, and it is, I'm sorry, very American in its...
That was the editing.
Whatever it was,
okay,
put
very
yourself
American.
in their shoes,
Okay.
and they read this book and they go, how dare you portray our country in such a negative light when we've been working so hard to try and abolish honor crimes, and they're insulted. It's like women in Jordan are not all in this prison that is described in the book.
Hold on.
Okay?
Not all, but some.
But the book says all.
No.
Yes.
Wait.
It does. Life in Dahlia's home was basically like life in all Muslim homes in Amman.
A stifling prison.
Yeah.
It is.
Stifling prison.
It is a stifling prison. I understand they'd be outraged.
Good.
But you know what? I want them to understand how outraged I am and every other woman is that they supposedly have been working on changing these laws since 1995 publicly, and nothing has been done. I don't believe they care about the women of the country. They care about the image of the country. We're not on the same page. We're not on the same page. Rana cares. But Amal, she's a pawn in a game played by the Jordanian government to appease the West and just keep feeding them shit about how changes are being made in this country. And they're not.
Ouch.
If she says that I was acting on behalf of the Jordanian government, that's absolutely incorrect. I never had any dealings with anyone in the Jordanian government regarding the issue of Norma Khoury's book. Actually, coming to think of it, I wish we had. I could have really blackmailed them. Okay, I'll do this for you, amend a few laws for us.
Does it really help to demonize the Middle East at such a fragile time? Does it really
Now, hold
pay
on
off?
a second. This was not done after the Iraq War.
This came out just before.
Oh, and I'm supposed to predict the invasion of Iraq before publishing a book. I'm sorry, Nostradamus was not at my side that moment. Am I angry about it? Yes, I'm fucking angry about it because I don't justify the Iraq War. But this makes it sound like I do. That's not me. The message I was trying to send is that these laws exist, that the parliamentarians of this country are using the Islamic religion to justify the existence of these laws and that innocent women continue to die.
Do you think you were used?
I know I was used, but by the time it happened, there was nothing I can do about it.
Yes, it did backfire. It meant that we had to slow down the pace because we knew that anything we did regarding honor crimes would be interpreted as if it's Western pressure. And people are fed up with Western pressure, whether honor crimes or other things in our lives.
I don't think it backfired in terms of getting the awareness out there that honor killings even happen in this country, which was my main intention in the first place. The fact that Jordan didn't like the type of image I put of them in that book, then again, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of press. If that's the image I want to portray of your country, I have that right.
But it was more of a novel.
No. When you take a true story and you're changing all the characters, dates, locations, characterizations, blah, 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 then what do you got? You've got faction. Fact and fiction. That's what it is. The Da Vinci Code.
#1 bestseller.
Faction.
Dr. Hadidi, thank you for meeting us on your day off.
Yeah.
Were you able to locate that name in your file?
Actually, I received your message, and straight away I ordered searching in the period you allocated and the year. It wasn't there.
Why do you think our informant gave the wrong name?
I don't have any explanation other than commercial interest. I think it's very dirty of any person to use emotions of people to make money out of it.
What was Hadidi's reply?
No trace.
That's impossible.
He checked August 2001.
Yeah,
No record.
that's impossible.
What were you expecting I was going to say?
That he found it, because I know when it happened and I gave him the right information. He should be able to find it. There's no way. There's absolutely no way on God's green earth that she's not listed in there. I'll go to his office and check those files my damn self. There's no way.
How much detail did you put in the end?
I put in how she was murdered. I put in who murdered her.
Who killed her?
Her brother killed her. Her brother shot her. There's no way. There's no way he doesn't have record of this.
How long did the real guy spend in jail?
He didn't spend that much time there at all.
He's out of jail? Did he go to a court?
I didn't, like I said, after she was killed, I left. I gotta talk to my cousin. تتذكر كيف كتبته؟ مشان قال إنه ما في. ما لقي الاسم. ماشي باي.
So what did he say?
He said, it's not secure on mobiles. Why don't I take it to the office and then take the name with me when I leave?
So wait a minute, did he send it or not?
He claims he sent it, but I don't think he sent it right.
We've run out of time, Norma.
Anna, I didn't tell him to send it wrong. I'm not the one that told him to send it wrong. I didn't think he would do that at all.
Norma, we need some proof, okay? We want the name, where killed, how killed, when killed. What are you worried about? What will they do with that information?
Anna, you're making every member of my family and friends a target. If they can't reach me and I piss them off, they're going to go after everybody and everything that I love.
Are you sure?
منصور قبل ما واحد يكمل فص مش كل البلد بيعرف عنه. Thank you. Before someone finishes farting, the city's already found out he's about to. That's how it works here.
So you don't want to prove that she existed?
No, it's not that I don't want to prove that she existed. I want to bring the focus back on honor killings, which is the reason I did the book. Yeah, it would be easier to sit here and just have you run around and completely prove that she never existed.
But that totally destroys the whole thing about honor killings.
destroys everything.
It does. We have to have a real death in here.
You're going to need a little bit more information on there, other than just what you're asking for him to pinpoint exactly.
Okay. And are you going to write it in English or Arabic?
I told you, my Arabic sucks, so I'm going to have to do it in English. You're not filming this paper. Basically, I'm going to give you some information, and I want you to tell me whether she existed or whether she was honor killed or not. That's it. the information is supposed to remain extremely confidential. Was that explained?
Yeah, of course, yeah.